This works for an intro, right? All the cool YouTubers have intros. Hey guys, what's going on? So today I figured I would do a quick video called What's in My Bag? Every technician has a bag, or you don't even really need to be a technician, you just need to be a computer person, really. We all have bags, and we all keep some pretty interesting stuff in our bags. So, what's in my bag? Here is my bag. This bag is actually something pretty cool. It's a Swiss gear bag, and I actually got it from a vendor for free. This bag actually, I think, cost brand new around $200 and some, but I ended up getting this one for free from a vendor, which is really awesome. So let's take a look at what's in my bag. Start in the front pocket. Keep a microfiber cloth. This comes in handy whenever you need to wipe down computer screens, phone screens, anything electronic. Things get dusty. This removes fingerprints. So this is a cool cable. This is a USB cable that has 3 different kinds of connectors on the end there. You can see I have a USB-C, I have a Lightning, and I have a micro USB on there. And I braided it up just because it's kind of stupid having all these different cables everywhere. So I just braided it together just because I'm never going to be charging 3 different devices at once, or transferring files for 3 different devices at once. Sadly, this is USB-A, so I can't really plug it into too much today, but hey, it is what it is. It's always a good idea to have a pair of scissors on you, just because you never know when you're going to need to cut something. So having a pair of scissors is just one of those common tools I keep with me. This might seem silly, but I like to keep gum in my bag just because you never know when you're going to need to freshen your breath a little bit. I also keep a screwdriver in my bag. Now this screwdriver here is actually one of many that I have. I have so many screwdrivers. I like this one because it's actually kind of small and it has a magnet on the end, so when screws like to jump and go missing, it's a great way to find them. And this one seems to be pretty common. This Phillips screwdriver seems to be pretty common for laptops. So just in case you have to take any laptops apart or anything really that has small screws, this comes in handy quite a bit. I also keep a secondary microfiber cloth. This one's a little bit finer. Of course, it's got AT&T on it because it came from a trade show. A Sharpie, just because you need to label stuff, and these things like to go missing all the time, so I always keep a Sharpie in my bag. Now this is something that I don't normally keep in my bag, but it's in there for a while. This is actually a plane ticket. I'm not going to show it to you because it's got personal information on it, barcodes and such, but yeah, usually a plane ticket or 2 ends up in my bag and stays in there for a while because I just never take them out. Now these are asset tags. So sometimes when I go onto a client location, I do manage hardware for customers, and occasionally when they want to add some hardware to their service contract, whether it's owned by them or provided by me, I stick one of these labels on it just so I can keep track of it in my asset system. Alright, that wraps up the front pocket, so let's go to this small little pocket right here. I keep a pen. This is actually a Zebra pen, and I can't recommend these enough. These are wonderful pens. I always have a pen on me, just in case a customer doesn't have a pen or I need to jot something down real quick. Got a pen. And the other thing I keep in this pocket, tons of flash drives, lots and lots of flash drives. So these 2 here are 32 gigabyte flash drives. They're really tiny when you stick them in to the USB port. they barely stick out. I have an 8 gig flash drive right here that usually gets about 3 or 4 operating systems written to it every now and then. A 16 gigabyte flash drive, same thing. This one usually is either to transfer files or to load an operating system. And this flash drive is also a 32 gigabyte. This one's for files only. And that's because SanDisk, this is a horrible flash drive. This is the Cruiser Glide. Nope, doesn't want to focus. Alright, well anyways, terrible. Absolutely terrible. So one thing I like to carry around with me, and kind of see this here, this is the CCNA Routing and Switching Portable Command Guide. And that's just because there is a lot of information out there. A lot of times I walk into client sites and I need to, quickly do something. And it's easier to just reference it than try and go through my head. So these are gloves. And they're not just any gloves. These are tactical gloves. Basically, they are the same kind that police use. And I love these gloves for one simple reason. They're pretty strong. The knuckles here are actually reinforced with plastic, I believe. And they're also tear resistant. So this comes in handy when you're pulling cable or you're going into a situation where you don't know the environment. I also keep 2 flashlights in my bag. This flashlight is an LED rechargeable, and it's actually pretty bright, as you can tell. It's also got a dim mode, and it flashes as well. So this is just something I like to keep in my bag. This flashlight, this is a smaller flashlight. This one, unfortunately, doesn't recharge. However, this is a UV flashlight, and that comes in handy, whenever you need to kind of spot check items. Some parts will glow. It's also a great way to detect water. It's also a great way to detect organic material. You can infer that however you wish. The other thing I carry is a Cisco console cable. This is a USB console cable. Generally the ones that Cisco provides are serial, so I bought this one off of Amazon for $10, and I keep it in my bag just because I always have a laptop with me that has USB, but not necessarily serial. I have my MacBook Pro USB-C cable and charger, so gotta have your charger. And then the one thing that I also carry around with me, I have a loopback adapter. Sometimes when you're doing stuff in the field, you just need to be able to have a loopback plug, so that's what this is. It's always good to have tissues on hand. And then last, but certainly not least, I got my laptop in the laptop compartment. I always keep my laptop in my bag, so that way whenever I'm out, I have it. Now this is not usually the main laptop that I use out in the field. Obviously, because this is a MacBook, it's only got USB-C. Not everything is USB-C. So, in the field, so this is my field computer. This is actually a Geeetech. This is a Geeetech V110, and this is a rugged computer, so it's water resistant, it can survive drops, it can take beats, it can be run over with a car, dropped, whatever, it'll survive. So this is what I use out in the field. The nice thing that I like about this is it does turn into a tablet. So I can just easily hold one hand. It has a stylus with it in the handle, and then in OneNote I can jot down notes. Because this is still semi-new, it does have USB-A on it, so I can just hook up my console cable and then use this as my field computer. I also do work outside because I do have a few customers that work, or I do have a few customers where I have a few customers where their primary business is outside, and that was one of the reasons why I ended up buying this. I got this used off of eBay for just like a couple $100, and it was well worth it. Just because if anything, if it starts raining, I can continue to work. If I drop it, it's fine. And it's a great computer. It's also got carrying handles, so I can just grab it and go, throw it in the back of my car, and ready to go. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this, and down in the comments below, tell me what you keep in your bag. Alright, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, so that way you can be notified when I post new videos. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.